Hello everybody, this is a continuation of the solar lightboard project, and here we have my floodlight that I use for my camera work. That's why the light at the moment is a bit low. Now all I've done is I've taken the halogen bulb out and securely wrapped it so I can use it again if I need to. And I've marked it, and with my hacksaw I've just cleaned the top off each of the two buttons, and then I've checked with my meter which is the negative and which is the positive, because this will be going down to a double 13 amp socket behind the bench, which is connected directly to the solar system. So I'll be able to run this off the solar batteries. Now, as I say, I've securely soldered those in, and then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to super glue my four boards onto the reflector, well, across the reflector, right, because I'm not worried about reflection because I'm getting quite a lot of light from the LEDs themselves. They'll be going through glass anyway, so there will be some reflection back, to enhance the light. But before I did that, I took the reflector out and I bent up one edge to allow me a surface to which to glue to. Before, as it bent the other way, this kept on falling down inside and I couldn't get a very good lodge in order to glue. Okay, so I'll do that and then I'll bring you back ready for the next bit. I've now hot glued these in position, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the negative wire here to this side of the resistors and this positive wire to this side of the diodes, and then I shall link these two together, this one, but I'm going to do it down here on this end so that I've got the main contacts up there and then the linking going on down here and up here. Alright, so I'll do that and then I'll bring you back before I close it up and test it. All wired up. So the negatives are linked and linked this way as well, and then the positives are linked that way. Now we'll switch it on and see if it goes bang. Residual in the capacitors. There you go. On the spotlight. That's 440 milliamps there. And because it's going to be in such a tight enclosed space, I've used heat resistant wiring that came out of a washing machine. What I'm going to be doing next is I should be putting an inline switch in, which will then, at the cable the other end, will then go to a 13 amp plug and into the solar power socket behind. I shall be changing the solar sockets, but for now, I mean, I'm only going to be the one going behind to do anything with that socket, so this is going to be perfectly safe. Right, I'll get myself organised with the switch, and and then we'll plug it in and I'll show it you working off the solar proper. Okay, in a bit. Right, I'm going to start work on another light board, and this light here, which is okay, I can see what I'm doing. I can pick stuff up and read the read it even without my glasses. So that's just with the living room solar lighting. Now I'm going to put on the floodlight, and it makes it a hell of a lot better. What do you think? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few resistors on this board and see how I get on. I mean, the light in reality is not a lot different to the halogen bulb that was in there, and that was 150 watts. So it could be fine. I mean, I may, after using it for a while, halve the resistance to give a brighter light, because in this context it's quite concentrated, whereas the bulbs are in a circle, so the light is more spread out. So let's see how we get on. Bags of light to do this with. I'm finding it no problem whatsoever. And although I've got the front room solar lighting on as well, what I'll do this resistor, then I'll turn the solar lighting off so that you can see what this floodlight is like. 2 seconds, I'll be back in a minute. I'll do another 4 resistors and see how I get on. I'm no problem at all seeing the resistors, and I've got the solder up on the shelf, whereas normally I have it down with me. Does have to put plenty on the solder now, doesn't it? Right. That's 2 with no trouble at all. And this part of the video I'm not going to edit my pauses out, so that you can see that it is genuinely in real time, and that the light level is absolutely sufficient to work with small items. I mean, I had no problem putting those second 4 resistors in, none whatsoever. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to be lowering the resistance to get more light. There's plenty. I could work all day in this light, no problem at all. And the one thing I am finding is that I haven't got what I would term as incandescent glare, bouncing off the white paper. This is a lot more comfortable to see by. Well, that's that part of the project over, and I'm very happy with it.